The topic of my presentation is stupa images in the rock art of Sindh. So this is the outline of my presentation. First, I will be giving an overview of Pakistani rock art very briefly. Then I will move to discuss overview of rock art in Sindh, and then I will will come to my focus of this presentation on Buddhist traditions and stupa images in the rock art of Sindh. And finally, I will conclude. So, as we all know that there are different regions in Pakistan where we find rock art, but the large number of the rock art, or rather we would say the largest or the first rock art region in Pakistan is located in Upper Indus, which is Gilgit-Baltistan. And these rock carvings were actually discovered and documented by Karl Jetmar and Ahmad Sandani, a joint project which was launched by both German and Pakistani scholars. Later, these rock carvings were documented by Harold Hopman. So according to these German and Pakistani scholars, more than 15,000 petroglyphs and 5,000 inscriptions have been documented and recorded. So this slide shows some rock engravings from Sindh. So as you look at the map, the red line you see this red line shows the Kirthar, and then down to the south we have a few hills where we find a large number of rock art sites, and these blue lines is springing from red lines are various valleys are locally called nays where we find a rock art. So this is one of the views of the valley where we have a number of petroglyphs. So this map shows main mountain ranges and hills where we have petroglyph and pictogram sites. The first is the Kirthar, then we have a Bhit range, then Bado and Lakhi and Maher in Karachi region. And this map shows the various sites that I have documented. And you see, only in the Kirthar region, I have documented more than 400 rock art sites. If one moves from north to the south, then we have a Bhit, a very few rock art sites in Bhit. Then we have 6, 7 in Bado range. Between Bado and Lakhi, we have a few valleys like Malheri and Angai. And then we move to the south in Karachi, particularly in the Gadab Tehsil of Karachi district. In Gadab, we have a few valleys like Thado, Mole, and in Maher Valley. This is one of the views of Kirthar. And this map shows the distribution of rock art sites in Karachi. I have documented the 45 rock art sites in Karachi only. So this is one of the views of the Buddhist petroglyphs near Kalhoro in Karachi. You see on the right stupa image, and on the left beautiful petroglyph of the labyrinth. So when we discuss or talk about rock art, we can broadly classify rock art in 3 categories. The first is the pictographs, then petroglyphs, and finally cup marks. By pictographs, we mean rock paintings that we find. This is one of the slides which shows paintings from Karachi. And in rock engravings, we have rock engravings from different periods, right from prehistoric to the Bronze Age to the historic period. And this slides, as you see on the right, is a legend of the horn deity. I'm sorry if I missed the R. Horn deity, and the left you see seal from Indus. So these are some of the petroglyphs from one of the valleys in Kirthar, and these is cup marks. So now coming to the focus of my presentation, when we talk about the Buddhism in Sindh, so we, according to the Chinese pilgrim, who traveled Sindh shortly before the Arab conquest, believes that there were 460 Buddhist monasteries with 26,000 monks in Greater Sindh. Of these, 10 monasteries in Multan were in ruins, while 100 monasteries with 6,000 monks in Multan were inhabited by jointly by Mahayanists and Hinayanists. The remaining 350 monasteries, 33 stupas, and 10,000 all belong to the Hinayana school known as Samitya. So today we have, at least 15 stupa remain sites in different parts of Sindh. And this is one of the views of the stupa at Atul Mirukun in Daulatpur Tehsil in Sindh. This is one of the terracotta plaque which was discovered during the excavation by Henry Cousins from Kahujodaro in Mirpur Khas. This is another view of stupa at Sudhiranjatul. So, when I say stupa, so I mean by stupa, the Buddhist structure. So, I have classified the stupa in 3 different forms. Like one, as we have domed, then tower-like stupa. Tower-like stupa is further classified into multi-tiered stupa with anda or without anda or dome. And then we have a decorative stupa. Decorative stupa basically represents the stupas that we have the carved or the molded stupas. And then finally we have anthropomorphic stupa with human face. So this is the first slide that shows a domed stupa. Then we have a tower-like stupas in different valleys like Nali in Mol. Moving ahead, then we have a tower-like stupa in Makhi. So this tower-like style of stupa is spread from Makhi to other valleys like in Karachi in Thado Valley. And then we have another form of stupa which developed in Sita Valley, which I call decorative stupa. By decorative stupa, I mean the geometric designs that we find on this stupa image. By these geometric designs, I believe these basically designs may represent the molded or the carved bricks that the Sindhi Buddhists used to erect or to build stupa. The same like style from Sita, from north to south, it spread to the Mazarani Valley. This is one of the views of Mazarani Valley, and we have these decorative stupas emerging in Mazarani Valley. And when we talk about Khiter, the largest rock art sites that one can find are located between Gaj and Gorakh regions. This is the view of the Gorakh. So down the near valleys and Gorakh. This is one of the map which shows a large number of the rock art sites. And now coming to the another form of the stupa, multi-tiered stupa with dome. And this style of stupa can only be found in Gaj and to the valleys which is located north of the Gaj. Like this is another stupa image from the Gaj. And this is the valley which is located north of the Gaj. So interestingly, we have these multi-tiered stupa which can only be found in 4 valleys like Makhi, Khurbi, Salari and Gaj, but not in the northern areas like in Gilgit-Baltistan, because I have seen all the rock art sites in Gilgit-Baltistan. But interestingly, we find the stupa of similar style in Ladakh, particularly at the Alchi on the right bank of the river Indus. And this is one of the views of the 2 stupas which were given by my friend when I was in Delhi last year to present a paper on rock art in Sindh. So you see the similar multi-tiered stupas with a slight variation. So we have also another form emerging or which flourished in the valleys of the Shagri, but these are the multi-tiered stupa without dome. And finally, we have another stupa, which I call anthropomorphic stupa with human face. And these stupas with human face are mostly found in the Nali, Angai, and other valleys. So apart from stupas, we have also, also few images of the shrines of the Kushana period. As you can see, on the left, we have a petroglyph of shrine with 3 anthropomorphic figures shown inside the structure. On the right, you can see a gold coin of Huvishka period from Gandhara. Basically, this is a legend of 3 deities, which are called like Komaro Iskando, Bizago, and Mahasino. So, on the basis of styles and inscription that we find near these stupa images, so I classify these as I talked in the beginning of the presentation. These stupas can be classified in 3 categories: the domed stupas, the multi-tiered stupas with anda or without anda, the tower-like stupa with or without anda, which are the later period presentation. The first category of the stupa is of the 1st and 2nd century AD, while those that are multi-tiered stupa belong to the 6th and 7th century AD. The stupas of the 3rd category of the 8th and 9th centuries, when the Buddhists were losing their power and influence in many parts of Sindh, but it survived in the Khizar and other mountain ranges of Sindh up to the 10th and the 9th and 10th century. So this is all that I wanted to share with you very quickly. Thank you.